Welcome back to our Geico Halftime Report. Our David Feherty offers insight as to why Americans have long been enchanted by the Emerald Isle, and while Irish eyes have so often looked toward the New World.
Well, it's halftime, and I got to admit, I've spent half the time wondering which half-wit made us come halfway around the world to Ireland for this game. Seriously, it took me 37 years to escape this place. And I still get a wee bit nervous at customs and immigration every time I come back in case they make me stay. Not that I don't love Ireland, mind you. And it'll be even nicer when it's finished. But I'm an American now. And when I think about it, America might never even have got started if it weren't for the Irish, who came here in herds in the middle of the 1800s looking for a chance at something better than working for an absentee landlord who would let them starve during the potato famine. Often a family sold everything it had to scrape up enough money to pay for a one-way ticket for one child to the New World, on the same ships that brought the slaves from Africa. These were simple people who would often, because of the freezing cold, light fires under these decks, sending the very ships that were to carry them to freedom to the bottom of the Atlantic instead. But they came to America in their millions and brought with them their music and their laughter and maybe their food. And sure, they fought, and maybe they drank a wee bit too, but their strength and their work ethic helped build the roadways and the railroad lines that became the veins and arteries that would pump the lifeblood into the heart of the greatest country the world had ever known. Almost 30 American presidents can trace their roots back to this side of the ditch, including JFK and good old Ronnie. And that old snake charmer St. Patrick, who was actually Welsh, but let's not let the facts get in the way of a good story here. He's more celebrated in New York City than he is here in Dublin. It's hard to think of anything more American than the young midshipmen of the Navy, who, as one of the 5 branches of the US military, are part of the greatest force in the world for good. Anyone who disagrees with that probably doesn't even like football, which is un-American. Despite being horrifyingly mispronounced, Notre Dame represents both countries and both cultures with equal pride and passion. So, I suppose when you think about it, it seems only natural that these teams should be playing this game in this country at this point in time. Maybe it's the start of another good old Irish-American tradition.